Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, this Black Society TV. I want to bring a part two of this slave ranch of Kerr County, Texas. But I guess this part is kind of like it's really something kind of good that came out of well, it's nothing good that really could come out, but uh, uh I guess it could be a good story that came out of the whole situation of the Ellebracht family um, getting slaves, and come to find out these slaves were hitchhikers also that were around the area, and they were taking them, making them work for free, do labor for their keychain business, the Ellebracht family keychain business, which Walter Ellebracht Sr. and Walter Ellebracht Jr. Had going on. They had a little factory on their land um, that they in which they were making keychains and selling them to the local markets and stuff like that, so they could resell. So they could sell. Uh, so Walter Ellebracht Jr. Um, had a son. He had a son, Walter Ellebracht III. When this happened at the slave ranch, he was 9 years old. He was 9 years old. He witnessed everything that happened. He witnessed the people getting tortured. He witnessed like everything. Uh, uh, he witnessed the trial, all the pictures that was saw, everything that happened. Man, they found like people's bones and stuff in that at that ranch. They found all kind of things. They were shocking. They used some kind of cattle rod to shock the people who they had enslaved and working for them. But even one guy, they had him out. Like, I think his name was Bates. They had him out there um, on a tree, with his hands tied, and they were, butt naked, and they were shocking him. Um, they would, they would do all kind of torture rituals on these people, and I think it was like 5 women and 6 men or something like that. But they did all kind of stuff to these people. Um, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And so Walter Ellebracht III was the son, and like I said, of the junior. So he was the son of the son. So he witnessed all this. After the trial and all that, his mom, who was the wife of Ellebracht Jr., Walter Ellebracht Jr., they divorced when they separate ways. So Walter Ellebracht III, he would, I think he stayed with his dad for a little while, but after everything was over, went to prison and all that, or well, yeah, went to prison and all that. Um, he came to stay with him, like I said, for a little bit. Uh, Walter Ellebracht Jr., I guess he started acting funny, so his son, went back with his mom and everything. But when he got older, when he was a child, all the other kids at the school was making fun of him because of what happened. They heard about what happened at the ranch, how his dad and granddad and stuff got in this trouble and what they were doing. So the kids were making fun of him. Um, he said he's seen so much in his life that and all that he's seen from that, he didn't want to be like his dad and his grandfather. And they kind of resented him for that, and he wanted to change his name. And I think at one point he did. I'm not sure, but he wanted to change his name because he didn't want to be associated with the Ellebracht name, of people who done all this to people, to human beings and stuff. He didn't want to be associated with it. And people said that he was, one of the best people you could ever meet in Kerr County. Now, let me go to he did pass away. You know, I'm telling a story, but he did pass away in a car wreck. He was 38 years old. I think he fell asleep and veered off and hit a whole bunch of more people. But he passed away in a car wreck. But everybody said that he was the nicest guy. He would help everybody. Um, he did several jobs, and nobody had no bad things to say about it. So he was the total opposite of his father and grandfather. He was the total opposite. So you can't tell me that chains can't be broken and curses can't be broken, because it can. They say he was the total opposite. And like I said, he wanted to change his name because he didn't want to be associated with all of those bad things that that went on at that ranch. They said he was totally devastated by that. They said it did something to him, but he still managed to be a better person than his father and his grandfather. But I mean, crazy story. I mean, to even witness things like that they did to people, as a 9-year-old child is even crazier. That right there is crazy. But I mean, if y'all like the story, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.